Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to our week 12. And then our topic for today is feminism and hermeneutics. Our subject, disciplines and ideas in the social science. Week 12 na tayo. And of course, I'm Carmencita Gadi Rabano. Our learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, you should be able to discuss the feminist theory and of course to define hermeneutical phenomenology. Feminism or feminist theory is a range of political movements, ideologies, and social movements that share common goal, which is to define and advance political, economic, personal, and social rights for women. This includes seeking to establish equal opportunities for women in education and employment. Um, na, ang feminist or feminism theory ay isa daw movement. Okay? Before kasi, yung ating mga kababaihan ng 18th century pa, before pa naman natin, ang nagmumuno ng sa atin ay tinatawag nila na patriarchal society. Meaning to say, it is governed by men. Lalaki lang. Wala tayong karapatan. Thereby, ang na parang ang ginawa ng merong nakaisip bali ng atong feminist theory nito. So bakit? Kasi nga, I think na ang mga kababaihan, hindi lang talaga dapat sa bahay lang, hindi mo lang karapatan kahit sa anong bagay. And even sa study, in of course, yung employment, hindi kailangan, meron din daw silang karapatan, mabigyan ng opportunity ang mga kababaihan. So, what feminism actually is? Okay? Charles Fourier was known to coin the term feminism noong 1837. Fourier believed that all important jobs should be open to women on the basis of skill and aptitude rather than close on account of gender. He spoke of women as individuals, not as half the human couple. Okay, naniniwala kasi si Fourier na may mga kakayahan din tayong mga babae, di ba? Kaya naisip niya na dapat hindi lang tayong mga babae, parang kalahati lang o parang katuwang lang, di ba? Ng asawa, lalaki para sa kanyang buhay, di ba? Kailangan din daw, meron din daw maging trabaho, di ba? Na pwede sa mga kababaihan. Yung mga skills na pwede din daw na dapat sa mga kababaihan. Of course, pati si Simone de Beauvoir, she was a French existentialist writer. She is known for her treatise Second Sex, on argument for the abolition of what she called the myth of the eternal feminine. Diba? Kasi para ma-abolish daw yung myth na yun, yung mga sabihan na yun, mga babae, kumbaga, panghabang buhay ng babae lang, diba? Parang ganun. Hindi pwede yung ganun na ano niya. Kaya, sa book daw na yun, de Beauvoir talks about the role of the women in society, and she mentions how women have been treated differently over the years. And that a woman is not born a woman, but becomes one. Hindi lang tayo isang babae, kundi maging isang babae na may paninindigan, may dignidad o meron ding meron ding halaga ang pagkababae natin. Diba? And then yung feminist movements, the history of the modern Western feminist movements is divided into 3 waves. Each wave dealt with different aspects of the same feminist issues. Ang ating first wave, the first wave feminists called for equality when it came to the political sector. This includes champions for women's suffrage to vote and the ability to participate in public forums and even hold government positions. First wave feminism is primarily geared to the advancement of women's rights. Okay, ang pinag-ano daw dito sa unang-unang sa first wave natin ay yung ating right to vote. Kailangan daw nating bumoto. Ito yung ating karapatan. Ito yung daw sa first wave. Kasi would you believe noong unang panahon, noong mga 18th century pa, na tayo as mga babae, wala tayong karapatang bumoto. Na lahat ng political sector, lahat ng mga about sa politika ay puro panlalaki lang. So mananatili tayong walang boses. That's the reason why nagkaroon tayo ng feminist movement, tinatawag. And of course, the second wave naman, feminism concentrated on the social sector, ayan, pushing not for exact rights, but put social recognition and new identity, ayan. Second wave feminism reacts negatively to the age-old view of women, weak and undetermined. Yung mga may hina daw tayo at wala tayong kakayanan, di ba? Wala tayong alam, kumbaga, kung ano lang tayo, hindi natin wala tayong sariling identity natin, di ba? Sa second wave, yun naman ang pinaglalaban nila. And of course, the third wave is a reaction to the second wave and is a critic of source of the preceding wave. Kumbaga ito, yung pangatlong wave, yung third wave naman parang sinusuportahan lang nito yung second wave daw na yan. And third wave feminism distinguish itself from the second wave around issues of sexuality, okay? Yung challenging female heterosexuality and celebrating sexuality as a means of female empowerment. Yung ating kakayanan, ating mga pagkababae, di ba? Ipakita din daw na ano din na natin yan. Meron tayong karapatan. Ito nga, meron tayong kanilang example na picture dito. Yung mga kababaihan nagrarally, nakita mo ba? Yung abortion is healthcare is a right, my body, my choice, no debate. Yan ang pinaglalaban nila. Bilang isang kababaihan, meron din tayong karapatan sa ganyan bagay. Diba? Ang inaarap pa nila, katawan natin ito, parang gusto nila, dito kasi sa picture na to, kasi parang ina-abolish ang abortion. The reason why nagagalit ang mga kasi gusto nila maging legal yan. Kasi nga naman, pag nabuntis sila, katawan nila yan, katawan nila yung maapektuhan. So, choice nila yon, di ba? Kumbaga, karapatan nila yon bilang isang babae. Kanilang sexuality, maano nila yan. Diba? Hindi sila papayag na mabalik yung dati na kayang-kaya na kaya yung mga babae ngayon matatapang na ngayon. Okay? Yan yung pinaglalaban nila. So those are the three feminist movements. We have second wave, first wave, of course, yung ating right to vote. Siyempre, yung pinaglaban nila nung ating unang-unang first wave. And of course, the second wave, yan naman yung sa social sector, meaning to say yung ating pakikisalamuha, yung ating sa society, na dapat makilala din tayo bilang isang babae, bilang may karapatan din tayo na makilubilo at matawag ng malalakas, di ba? Na hindi mga mahihina at walang kakayanan sa buhay. Kumbaga kasi noon, noong unang panahon talaga, mga babae, wala lang tayo eh. Kaya ano nila, wala tayong kakayanan. Ngayon, dito, pinapakita dito na tayo ay meron tayong sarili. Desisyon sa buhay natin. Okay? Meron tayong kating kakayanan na dapat mabigay sa atin yung karapatan na yon. Of course, yung social sector na natawag na yan, yung ating social sa ating lipunan na dapat kilala din tayo. Kilala rin tayo mga babae bilang isang mga malalakas. And nowadays naman guys, di ba, meron na tayong mga what do you call that? Yung ating ano natawag na mga doktor, may mga ano na rin tayo ngayon, di ba? Ang dami-dami na. Nurse, yung engineer, di ba? Nung unang panahon, doktor lang, mga lalaki lang may karapatan. Mga karapatan ng mga lalaki lang. So ngayon, lahat tayo meron na tayong karapatan. Okay? Let's proceed to Hermeneutical Phenomenology. Okay, medyo mahirap kasi na Hermeneutical Phenomenology. But still, pag-aralan din natin yan. Ang hirap din kasi, right? Two important fields within the study of philosophy that should be discussed when talking about the origins of hermeneutical phenomenology are phenomenological hermeneutics. These are the fields of hermeneutics and phenomenology as separate from each other. Siyempre, yung hermeneutical phenomenology, pinagsamang words yan kasi. Yung isa is hermeneutics and of course in phenomenology. Now, let's discuss what is hermeneutics and phenomenology. Ang key thinker niyan is Hans-Georg Gadamer. Of course, his most famous work is Truth and Method, where he highlights issues of hermeneutics and phonological underpinnings it has within. Siya yung unang gumagawa noon and endorses the insight that humans are fundamentally beings who are given to understanding. Our task, if we are to truly know ourselves, is to figure out what such understanding entails, taking into account both its possibilities and limitation. Sabi niya, di ba? Ano ba sinasabi niya dito? Kasi ang ano niya, in-endorse daw niya, the insight that humans are fundamentally beings who are given to understanding. Di ba? Meron daw tayong para intindihin. Tapos ang task daw natin, if we are to truly know ourselves, is to figure out what such understanding entails. Ano yung mga pagkakaintindi natin. Di ba? Kung ano may yun, take into account both its possibilities and limitation. Kung may yung mga limitasyon ng ating pagkakaintindi, gano'n natin intindihin ang isang mga bagay. Diba? Ano man ang nangyayari sa buhay. So, si George Gadamer, pinag-aralan niya yan using hermeneutics and phenomenology. Okay? The main thrust of Gadamer is what enables him to be called a hermeneutical phenomenologist, for he makes the connection yan, between human beings as an evolutive being and the function of human beings to interpret phenomena. This makes him the key thinker for this theory. Ano nga ba ang phenomenology? The word phenomenology comes from the Greek words phenomenon and logos, translated as study of phenomenon or reality. Phenomenology refers to a person's perception of the meaning of event as opposed to the event of externally to outside that person. Okay. Ang sabi, ang phenomenology daw ay to study of phenomenon or reality. Yung mga mangyayari sa ating buhay. Of course, yung mga tinatawag din daw dyan, yung mga person, it depends daw sa perception ng pagkakaunawa natin o yung pagkakaintindi natin o paano natin intindihin yung mga ibang bagay. At yung ating mga researcher or yung mga thinker na yan, key thinker, sila yung nag-isip paano ginagamit yan. Okay? So nowadays, ginagamit na rin natin yan. Ano ba yun? Study of phenomenon, reality. And of course, si Edmund Husserl naman, father of modern phenomenology, Edmund Husserl sought to develop a phenomenological philosophy, or philosophy that could be the very foundation of all the science according to external observation of reality. Okay, when we're talking about external reality, yan yung mga natin sa totoong buhay natin sa panlabas. Sama, nakikita mo yung moon, yung mga something na hindi immaterial. And even sa culture natin, yung mga bagay na napanghahawakan natin, syempre. Yung mga pangyayari, di ba? Yung mga reality na inaaral natin dyan. Siyempre, there are some people na magagaling talaga mag-interpret niyan. So, ano yan tawag doon? Hermeneutics comes, hermeneutics. Hermeneutics comes from the Greek word hermeneutikos, meaning interpret. Yan. Hermeneutics started out as interpretation of sacred texts, later being used for interpretation of things in general. Okay, I have here some example. An example. Diba sa natin, yung sacred text, so tinatawag natin, ano ba yon? Eto, di ba yung sa Bible nakalagay? Fruits of the Spirit. Meaning daw nito, meaning nito ang ang kanilang interpretasyon, syempre, recognizing that when God refers to fruit, di ba, He means something spiritual. Diba? God wants His people to feed their spirits food that keeps. Yan ang sinasabi dyan. Di ba? Kumbaga, in-interpret nila yan. Ano nga, ibig sabihin yan, yung fruit of the Spirit, di ba? Di ba tayo, ano ba yung fruit of the Spirit? Di ba, yung lagi tayo mag-pray, to read Bible, di ba? Yun ang inaano natin, kailangan natin pakainin ang ating spirit ng mga words of God. Diba? Yun ang sinasabi dyan. Yun yung mga hermeneutics. Sila yung nag-i-interpret. Of course, there are so many example na makikita natin. Okay? Ito din yung mga key thinkers of hermeneutics. Yan si Frederick Ast, si Frederick Schleiermacher, German to, and August Wolff. Schleiermacher. First, ano ba ang hermeneutic phenomenology? It has been used widely by researchers to understand life experiences and its focus on subjective experience of individuals and groups in its attempt to unveil the subject as experienced with the subject through their life work. So thank you. Naintindihan ba natin? Hermeneutic phenomenology. Ngayon, ginagamit na din to. And even sa mga research, meron tayong hermeneutic phenomenological qualitative research methodology. Kasi when we're talking about qualitative research, we're talking about the experiences. Pinag-aaral natin yung experiences, yung mga phenomena na nangyayari sa atin. Okay? Kaya madaming gumagamit na rin ito. Kasi pinag-aaralan na nila yung about sa mga phenomena, di ba? And how they interpret yung mga texts, and even sa mga arts ngayon, yung mga ang dami nang gumagamit nito.